6 real places even scientists couldn't explain. 6. Fairy Circles, Namibia. The Fairy Circles is a grassy area in the western regions of South Africa's Namib Desert that is regularly broken up by circular, barren spots where nothing will grow. The countless spots are neatly spaced apart and range in size from 2 to 14 meters, as if they had been carved by hand. Frequently, a ring of grass with increased growth surrounds them. In 2013, a scientist claimed to have definitively settled the mystery when he concluded that the circles were created by termites. However, a number of more theories have been proposed by scientists to attempt and explain what is going on. Other theories that have been put out include radiation, aliens, fungi, and toxic gas, all of which have been refuted thus far. One of the most recent hypotheses holds that the reason for the distinctive vegetation patterns is that plants organize themselves to make the most of limited resources. 5. The Devil's Kettle, Minnesota. The Devil's Kettle is a peculiar waterfall that may be seen in Minnesota's Judge C.R. Magny State Park on the Brule River. The river divides into 2 flows at some point along a rock outcrop. The other half, which essentially disappears, flows through a hole and continues to flow toward Lake Superior. According to the widely accepted theory, it travels through a network of underground caverns before emerging back into the river. This is because it must wind up somewhere. Researchers have tried adding dye to the kettle and then watching the lake to see which area will change color, but that experiment was also unsuccessful. So, scientists have never figured out the mystery conclusively. 4. Skeleton Lake, India. In Uttarakhand, India, there is a high-altitude glacial lake called Rupkan Lake. This lake, which is home to a bizarre enigma, is located at a height of 16,470 feet. It is well known for the large number of ancient human skeletons discovered near the lake's side. The lake is generally always covered in a layer of snow, but when the snow melts, 600 or more skeletons are seen beneath it. Some people think this is the result of a curse brought on by the wrath of a nearby deity. The majority of researchers believe they are the remains of a group of people who perished in a hailstorm in the 9th century. However, scientists are unable to say with certainty. 3. The Taos, New Mexico. Residents of the town of Taos in New Mexico have complained about an odd buzzing noise that is constant and never-ending and drives everyone crazy. Since the 1990s, Taos inhabitants have been bothered by and perplexed by a persistent noise that penetrates the entire town. It has been referred as a whir, hum, or buzz by various persons. Even one local claimed that it had a 30-mile range. For decades, investigators have been trying to find the origin of the irritating noise without any luck. There is currently no evidence for any of the potential causes, which include mechanical devices, tinnitus, jet stream, or even wild animals. 2. The Hesteland Lights, Norway. A 12-kilometer-long stretch of the Hesteland Valley in rural central Norway has seen reports of the Hesteland Lights. These evenings have an enigmatic beginning and are present during both days and nights. These brilliant white, yellow, or red lights can occasionally move with incredible speed as well as notably with slower speed. They occasionally last longer than an hour and can last just a few seconds. Strange lights arise in the sky every night, dance in irregular patterns, and even flash in various colors. One unsettling hypothesis is that the valley might be extremely radioactive. Some researchers theorize that the valley may actually be a giant battery that is being charged by the sulfuric acid-containing river at its base. Or, it could be aliens. Nobody is quite sure. 1. Chocolate Hills, Philippines. Both residents of the Bohol province in the Philippines and tourists as well as experts are puzzled by this geological oddity. The Chocolate Hills are a group of rounded hills that have lush vegetation during spring. The hill's name comes from their color during the dry season, which is chocolate brown. How they came to be and how they were able to grow so symmetrically, though, is less obvious. Giant battles and a monster's tears are 2 popular local myths. According to scientists, they were created as a result of limestone deposits that were eroding from a time when streams and rivers were above sea level.